Hey, I'm joined by people. These are the developers and editors, well, some of them, on the game. There's a lot of us who made this game. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Chad Brown.
Liz Spain.
Aviva Schecterson.
We're going to play a game. So we will each take a deck of cards and start playing. So you want to hand those out, Liz? Let's talk about our characters really quick. Who you got over there, Chad?
Deanna Jones, the High Roller.
Yes.
Gabriella Vargas, the 1% of bikers that gives all bikers a bad name.
Yep. I am Dr. Z's, an unlicensed necrosurgeon.
I'm Frank Block, the bad cop.
Of course you are. All right, so...
Also the best cop?
Yeah.
Indeed. So we're all going to draw the number of cards that are on the little hand size symbol on our card. So mine is 6, and everybody else has their own special amount. Around the outside of the card, you will see 4 virtues. Those 4 virtues are body, mind, soul, and rage in a different order for each player. And there's also an omen symbol in the middle that indicates how many omens we have in our deck to start. We're just drawing our hand size, and I think we're ready to begin the first turn.
Seems
All
good.
right. Chad, you have been magically chosen to go first.
Place me, we all start at the school.
Yes, we all start at the stadium.
Oh, the stadium, sorry.
Yes, we all start at the stadium.
Tell me what's going on at the stadium.
Aviva?
Yes. So the stadium is on the doom side. When you lose, you go to end, and then you shuffle this nexus.
All right. So I should just shouldn't lose then.
Right. Just don't
Seems
lose.
like a great.
Right.
Couple other things we need to look at though, right before you take your turn. The structure tells us a couple of things about the mission that we need to be aware of. First off, it says that we can move around wherever we want. Some missions won't let us do that. It also says that at the start of the turn, you'll draw the top card of the clock into your hand. If we meet, there's some other conditions that'll come up along the way. The mission itself tells us, this mission, by the way, is about a football game between a bunch of normal humans in Candle Point and a bunch of werebears. They don't know that.
My money's on the werebears?
Well, they don't know that when the game starts.
I see.
It's our job to make sure this comes out the right way. We also have power during this mission, which says during the evaluate step, when we run into a Skinwalker card, if we're at a Hope Nexus, we'll decrease the target by 2. Now that may not make sense right now, but it'll make sense real soon. All right, so Chad, I think you're ready to go.
I am, yes. I need a card from the clock to start.
This card, what'd you
Hey, I have an Omen of Hope, Righteous Anger. This is going to be excellent, but I'm going to use this to investigate. But first, I want to know what's ahead. I'm going to play from my hand Magic Mason Jar.
Okay.
I play during the support phase. It lets me recycle, put on the bottom of my deck to examine 1. So tell me what's coming ahead.
Okay.
Examine just lets me look ahead.
Chad, it's this Death's Heads.
That looks
It's some
fine.
horrible insect critters. And just so you know, Chad mentioned that he was doing that during the support phase. You'll find a turn order card in your game, and for each character actually, and it will tell you the order of the steps in the turn. So we went to the start phase, he got the clock card, and then went to the support phase, he did his little examination, and now he's in the investigate phase.
All right, now I'm going to play an Omen of Hope, the Righteous Anger, card I drew from the clock. I will play it to investigate. I'll flip my Nexus to Hope.
And what do you do to investigate? You sacrifice that card?
Yes, I'll sacrifice it, flip my Nexus to Hope, and investigate it. In Assemble versus a threat, I'll add 1 bonus die. And I'll have to sacrifice this card. I'm going to make a little sacrifice pile here.
Excellent.
These cards are all going to go away.
You'll notice, by the way, we have a bunch of dice on the table. These are all the dice in the game, and you will be using them when your virtues let you do something, which will happen right about now.
Now surprise me with a card. Hey,
Turns
the
out
Death's Head.
some
know it's the
Death's
Death's Head.
Heads.
Excellent.
And then also, because we switched the stadium to Hope, the power on this side is when you win, you get to heal 2 and then flip the nexus back.
Excellent.
Well, I like the first part and not the second part.
Yeah.
Sure.
But first, the Death's Head is a threat. It is
Threats are bad, gifts are good.
Yep. It's confronted with Soul or Rage. There are different numbers for each of those. I'll get to in a second. And it has 2 powers on it. It tells me it's a threat. It has a power if I win and a power if I lose. I don't plan on losing, so we won't worry about that right now.
Good choice.
And power if I win is heal 1, so it's a nice little reward.
And just so you know, there's the targets are up in the upper right-hand corner of the text box. They will be by color. So here we can see that the rage target is red and the soul target is blue.
Yep, I was just about to say that. In fact, because I'll look at my Saint card and see that I have 2 red, 2 rage, but 4 soul. I'm much better at that. And the soul number is actually lower, so I'm going to choose the target soul. Okay. So I need a 12. I have 4, so I'm going to take these 4 blue dice.
Yep.
My omen gives me a bonus die against a threat, which this is, so I'll take the white die as the bonus die.
Most notably because there are no more blue dice to take.
Also because this adds a bonus die.
Oh, excellent, even better.
Yep. If I did have a way to add another blue die, it would become a white die, though. Now I'm in pretty good shape. I just need a 12 on these. I have a card I could play, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to roll these up. And this is not a great roll. I look here and I say, all right, I am going to choose 3 of these dice to add together. I want to get a total of 12. That's not a total of 12. That's a total of 9. Now, I have a gift here that I'm going to play. Lucky Numbers, it's called. Deanna Jones, the high roller again. I'm going to evaluate. I'm in the evaluate step. I'm trying to figure out what I've actually got on my dice. I'm going to discard this card. It goes in my discard pile. Reroll dice that show the same numbers. So we get to reroll these 2 ones.
Seems like a great idea.
Hopefully these are better.
They're much better.
They are. So that gives me a total, if I choose these dice, of 13. I only needed a 12, so I succeed.
Fantastic.
Because I defeated the threat. It goes here in the sacrifice pile. I'm in good shape. Now, because I won...
There's a power, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I won, I get a power both from the mission, and from the Nexus, and from the threat. I can do those in either order. Win is heal 1. I'm going to take this card, a random card from my discard pile, there's only 1, shuffle it into my deck. I get to do the same thing, I think, from the stadium in this case.
You get to heal 2, but you have no cards in your discard pile.
That's correct. And then I have to do something bad, right?
Flip the Nexus.
Yeah, that's no good. Luckily, I have another omen, one I started with. This is Curiosity, the Omen of Doom. I will sacrifice this, and this is it during Investigate. Sacrifice, flip your Nexus to Doom. Well, it was already flipped there, so that's good. Investigate it. Cannot play powers to avoid during this investigation. Okay. So if I wanted to try to escape, I can't. What do I got?
Okay.
You have a Dead Sea Salt.
Dead Sea Salt. That sounds tasty. Oh, it's a gift. It's a rage gift, in fact. Chipped away from Mount Sodom itself. Nice. Similarly, it's a gift. It has 2 targets, a Mind 13 and a Rage 10. These are pretty close to me. I have only 2 dice in Rage. My Virtue Rage is 2, but 3 dice in Mind, but that number's higher. I'm going to choose Rage in this case. So hand me 2 of the red dice, please. And I'm going to play the Extra Razor Blades. I think this is Mike's favorite card.
Probably so, yeah.
Yep. I'm going to play it for its first power. It's discard to boost rage. That means boost is when I'm making a rage check, which I am, I get to add 1 more die of that type, 1 more rage die.
Here you go.
So I got 3 dice versus a 10. These aren't great odds. Does anybody want to help?
Ooh, yes. Well, since we're at the same place, I'm going to help you out by lending you my murder board.
All right.
Since you are to my right, I can play this when you assemble dice using rage. If you recycle it into your deck, you get to add a rage die. So.
Yes, and this is recycle into, and that's the active Saint. So it does specifically recycle into my deck. It goes to the bottom here. The murder board gets traded around.
This is a good point to say that you'll notice that we're referring a lot to these symbols on the card that show direction. Mm-hmm. They often, down is you, the up is somebody else at your Nexus, left is literally the human being to your left, right is literally the human being to your right.
Let's just say person. Sorry.
We play with all types here.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, so murder board came over there.
Murder board is going to let me add 2 bonus dice, actually. So, I'm going to take 2 white dice. So this is my virtue. This is what I got for, sorry, I was misreading that card. You did the right thing. I discarded this to boost rage, that's 1, and then I recycled this, as Liz told me, to add 1 rage die.
Yep.
I'm going to roll these 4 dice, try to get a 10. And that is a total of at least 10. So this goes right in my hand. Excellent. I got us a new card. But I'm out of omens, so I'll be done. I'm going to reset my hand to my hand size, which is 5. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3
cards.
You
had the opportunity, if you wanted,
oh, right, yeah. I haven't actually looked at these yet.
Yeah. To move. You happy where you are?
I think I'm going to stay here. This seems like a great place. Yeah. There might be some betting going on
during the
here.
transfer step, you can either move or give a card to somebody at your Nexus.
Ooh, actually, that is an excellent point.
Liz kind of gave you one.
Yeah, it's true. Since I'm not moving, I will give Liz the new
Ooh.
Dead sea salt.
All right,
Great.
so Gabby has a new sea salt. All right, it's Gabby's turn.
All right. First thing, draw off the clock. I got an omen, and I'm going to use it to investigate.
Okay. You doing a doom omen?
Ooh, oh, I'm going to play my hope omen.
Which one is it?
The
Hush?
hush. Flip your nexus to hope and investigate it. In avoid, you may avoid.
Oh, that's interesting.
Devil bird.
It's a devil bird, a scary monster.
A scary monster. I am scared of no birds.
You are scared of no birds.
All right, so this has a body or a rage check. I could try to outrun the devil birds or beat them with my fists. But first, down arrow means me. Initiate, so before I face it, somebody here needs to suffer 1 rage damage.
And we're all here, right?
We are all here. So the way damage works is if you have a card of the type that is mentioned, you must discard it. Otherwise, you will discard a random card from your hand. So usually you kind of want to do the thing you can control. I have 1 rage card in my hand.
I have 0.
I have 2, but they're both really good.
All right.
All right,
No, I can do it.
Okay.
I can do
I'm
it.
a bad cop.
I'll toss the extra razor blades, which Chad noted is my favorite card.
True.
I take it as damage, so it goes into my discard pile. That's sad. But I would like you to beat this devil
Stupid birds.
All right, so I'm gonna outrun them. I take my 3 body dice, and then I'm going to go ahead and discard these picks. Be able to dash through a gate really fast, past the birds.
Sure.
To get another body die, to boost body. All right, that for a 12.
It's pretty
But
good.
don't forget, you do have an evaluate power that you might be able to use if you just missed by 1.
Yes, so I feel pretty good about this.
That's good.
That feels good.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Yeah.
I was going to offer you some help, but you do not need
15.
it.
15. Those
devil bird is
birds
gone.
cannot catch me.
Excellent. So are you going to investigate again, or are you done?
Oh,
You won, right?
yes, I won.
Oh, right.
Heal 2, and then we flip the nexus back to Doom.
Oh, now it's back to Doom.
Yeah.
Back to Doom. Yep, I could investigate again. Let's investigate again. Let's see how this goes. Doubletree. Recycle 1 random card. Then flip your nexus to Doom and investigate it.
Can't do that.
All right.
So
Randomly pull a card from my hand.
recycle means put it under your deck.
Put it under my deck. All right, that's
gotcha.
sold.
What's the next card?
Trauma
It's a
kit.
trauma kit.
Oh. All right. That
Those are
might
nice to
be
have.
really handy.
Yeah. I sense we might need to heal at some point.
Hey, look, I think it'll.
Okay.
Don't we have a doctor?
We do. I'm good at healing.
You have a medical license, right?
I have medical training.
That sounds like the same thing to
people
me.
have noted positively. And
right,
thus, I think that's plenty.
Probably better than me, but
No, you
I
just
at least-
you just chug some motor oil and call it healing.
I keep a trauma kit. It's important road equipment.
Yeah, I agree.
So I can try to make a 10 body check. So I get my 3 body dice. And since this is a hack,
Excellent.
uses the hack skill to pick it up, which I have, I get a bonus die.
Anytime your skill matches the card that you are trying to get, you can add the number of dice that your skill indicates, in this case, 1.
All right, so I take the top 3 dice.
Looks like
All
an
right,
11.
looks like an 11. I have a brand new trauma kit.
Look at that.
All right,
Entirely successful
picked up
turn.
some. Great. All right, so now I am going to move, and I have a special power that when I move, someone else in my location can hop on the back of my bike.
Me.
All right, I'll take Z's because I'm going to school, and you seem like you might be better at talking to vice principals than I.
Well, I mean, as long as you mean dissecting, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's what I mean.
Probably don't want to
Exactly
let
what I
Frank
mean.
talk to the kids.
No, Frank stay in school block.
Yeah.
is-
Frank believes a little too liberally or literally in take a bite out of crime.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey, it's my turn, right?
Yep, I'm just gonna reset my hand.
Excellent. All right, so we are at the start of my turn. I'm going to draw the top card of the clock. I get an omen of hope. It's good karma. That sounds pretty good. Here
going on
at
at the
the
school?
school, it says if I lose using mind and study, which by the way I might because I have lots of study, I cannot investigate again this turn. That's no good. Well, we'll see. I'm going to try not to lose. So I have 2 omens in my hand. I'm going to play Starlight as my omen. I investigate, I sacrifice it, and flip my nexus to hope and examine 1. Let's find out what this is. It's Disjunction Point, the signature card of this game. Then I may investigate it. May's interesting. I could choose not to, but I think I'm going to. So it's a threat. It's a pretty bad threat, actually. It has 2 13 checks. They're in the things that I like best, so that's good. If I win, I get to examine 2 cards from this deck and look at them and return them in any order. That's great. If I lose, I move to a random nexus and then end my turn. I don't really want to be sent where someplace I don't want to go. Turns out the hope side of the school says if I lose using mind or study, I may reload the confronted card. That's pretty good. Normally it would shuffle back in the deck if it was a threat. So yeah, let's. I'm gonna try to beat this thing. So it's a. I'm gonna choose the mind virtue.
I'm going to be optimistic.
I'm gonna take those 4 dice. I'm gonna play the Monstropedia, which will allow me to boost my mind. It's also good at some other mind things, but in this case, I just want to use it to boost. And so I will add another die, and it's Conjure. I don't have that. Yes, ma'am?
Oh, and I'm going to sacrifice this most excellent memory stick.
Hey, I get a mind die. Now I have no more mind dice that I can take, so that just makes it a bonus die. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to roll all these dice.
Can Frank help you on this?
I don't know, can?
I can assist you if you want.
Oh, yeah, we haven't shown assistance yet. Let's do that. Okay, so, hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Come over here and help me shoot this formless beast.
All right.
The downside, so this game allows you to help people out in certain circumstances. Most notably, it's when the card, their character or their saint card, has that virtue that you are rolling pointing directly at you. And in this case, Frank's mind virtue is pointing to his right, which is where I am. So that's a great time. What that will let me do is at the end of this roll, I'll be able to re-roll as many dice of any color as Frank has mind dice. So that looks really good. That improves my odds a lot.
Is there a downside?
There's always a downside. The downside is because we've attracted all this attention, the monsters get a little strange. They start calling friends or setting things on fire or any number of crazy things. We pull a random mutation card.
In this case, we've got this one.
It is a terrifying disjunction point.
Which I think we can all agree to.
Yeah. Note the mutations have 2 sides. One's used for checks to win versus threats. One's used for all other checks. In this case, this is a threat. So I need to roll a die. Oh, yes, thank you.
And it's 1 die because one person is
One person is helping me, yeah. If Deanna was helping me or Gabriella, then I would roll as many dice as I had friends helping me out, and I would take the lowest number, which is bad. In this case, I get a 5, which is
good.
totally fine with me. It says to reload 1 card. I will put, what the heck, I'll put this omen that I just got back on top of the deck.
Great.
I'm fine with that. And then I'm gonna roll some dice.
Yes.
So that wasn't so terrifying. It can get pretty bad though. So we went through the mutate step. Now I'm in the assemble step. I get all these dice. And then finally in the evaluate step, I roll them. And I needed a 13. Interesting.
It's good that you got some
I
help.
got a 12. This is a really good time to have suggested helping me out.
Yeah.
Thanks. So I get to re-roll 3 dice. I'm going to take the 3 that are the lowest at the moment. I don't have to re-roll all 3, but in this case I will. Hey, look, one of these is a 6 now. So you 3, you can just go away. And now I've got plenty. 15. I will win against the disjunction point. I will get the ability to examine 2 and return the examined cards in any order.
Nice.
Now, that won't help me too much because I just reloaded my gift or my omen, and so I'm not going to have any way to to investigate again, but that may help Frank out. We'll see. So
you'll know what's ahead.
We've got a scrapbook. Those are nice. Just serial killer's diary, nothing to worry about. Oh, hey, a minion card. So minions are very important. They allow you to do all sorts of things that end the game for you, which is pretty good. Hey, Frank, since you're going to take the next turn.
I might.
Frank's not going to be there now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still at the stadium.
Oh, okay. Well, it's probably then going to be Gabby. Yes. What order would you like these cards to be in?
Oh, put those dastardly man cubs on top.
Okay.
So do you want the scrapbook or do you want to go straight to the man cubs?
Straight to the man cubs. All right. So we know that on Gabriella's turn, she will probably encounter this man cubs and have a good chance of sealing this nexus and getting it out of our way. But my turn is over. I can move. I'm pretty happy where I am, so I'm going to stay here. And now it's going to be, I'm going to draw my hand back up, and now it's going to be your turn.
Okay.
What you going to do?
Well, I got to start by drawing from the clock.
It's a great idea.
Okay. It's an omen, of course. And I will investigate. I think I'll use my...
There's only one card in the deck.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's probably a minion. Odds are real
It is
good.
probably a minion. I will use my Omen of Hope Judgment, where I can draw a card from my deck first, and then I flip the Nexus to hope and investigate it. So I got that, and I drew my Bones. Pretty good. Sacrifice this, flip my Nexus to hope.
Yay!
If I win, I get to heal 2 and flip the Nexus back. Investigate. Oh, it's the minion.
Excellent. So it's more man cubs.
Yeah.
That requires us
see.
to use our True Threat card. You'll note that the minion sort of stands in for the card that's on the table the whole time, so that this card lets us know all the time what our big threat is.
So its initiate power is recycle your hand and then draw 1 card for each recycled card. So I'll recycle these and then draw back 5 again.
Man cubs are tricky.
3, 4, 5. Yes.
Bears. Hey, we want to hear some good news? Your Nexus is at the Hope side.
That's true.
And you know what that means in this mission? In this mission, evaluate versus a Skinwalker card, and you can see it has the word Skinwalker on it. If at a Hope Nexus, decrease the target by 2.
Yes.
Moon
Okay.
goes behind a cloud.
Well, I'm going to use... Okay, so this has a body 13 and a rage target of 15. I think I'll choose the rage target because I can decrease that by 2, so the rage will become a 13, and I have 4 dice on my rage. And then I also have Sense and Strike, and the Man Cubs have Sense and Strike. I'm going to go with Strike, so I'll also get 2 bonus dice.
You can only choose 1 skill that's on your card, sadly.
Yep. Let's
But 2
see
dice
if I
pretty
got
good.
any cards to help me.
I can help you out and evaluate if you get there.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I can also assist you with rage if you want, but Deanna Jones is not the most rageful person, so I can only assist for 2.
Okay. I do have a Halligan bar.
Just gonna hit it with a fireman's tool.
Yeah,
We gotta pry open those helmets.
that's true. I can recycle it to add a body or rage die, and if I'm not skilled in strike, I would suffer 1 body damage, but I am skilled in strike, so that won't happen. I think I'll just add a body die just to make sure.
So you'll notice we added a different color die to this check. It's still a body die, even though this is a rage check. So if a card said something like trash 1 rage dice, she couldn't actually trash the body die. It's
Right.
just-
And I do have a character power where when I assemble using rage, I can also recycle a card in my hand to add another rage die, but I feel like I'm okay.
You're gonna go with 7?
Do it.
Do
All
it?
in.
Okay.
All in.
I'll recycle this omen.
Okay.
See if it,
Add a.
So another rage die, but again, she has no more rage dice, so we're giving her this
Okay.
extra bonus die. And you can run out of those too. Eventually,
Yeah.
it does say stop getting dice.
Yeah, I think I'm okay to get a 13.
Yeah.
With this.
Seems pretty good.
I have like 8 dice, 7 dice.
traditionally, this is when we say you have no trouble and then you'll roll really badly.
Yeah.
Nope,
Okay,
not this time.
I'm good.
An 18's pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah.
18's pretty good, yeah.
Here.
Okay.
If you
Fantastic.
would like, I can let you re-roll some of those dice. Feel like you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, so I got him, right?
Excellent.
The minion is sacrificed, and since there's nothing at this nexus, we would seal it, but also the seal power here is that we can sanctify automatically, and on seal can heal 1 rage gift for each saint at this nexus.
Yep. You're jumping ahead a tiny bit though. If there were cards
sorry.
left there, because you defeated the minion, the structure says you get a chance to seal it now. We just happen to know that it's going to seal on its own because you've cleared it out.
Yeah. So, does anybody here at this Nexus need to heal any rage cards?
Ooh,
Do you?
I do.
You do.
I have a
Why
rage
don't
card.
you do that?
Yeah, so we had a chance to. Anyone can do it. What is the seal?
Anybody?
Anyone.
Anyone at this Nexus may heal a rage gift for each saint at this Nexus.
All right.
So you heal up to 2 rage gifts.
I'll do that. Excellent. Thank you.
Now, we've gotten to an interesting part in the turn because the thing that then happens is this Nexus goes poof, it's gone, right? This game sort of cleans itself up. And so now these 2 saints are at no place. And so they have to move. Where do you guys want to go?
I think I'll just come join you guys at the school.
Okay. Why don't you come here too? Because then you can get one more turn and take out that one.
Sure. I was going to say, there's a bar over here.
No,
but sure, there's a
bar.
school.
We'll get to the
Yeah.
bar. And so, have you finished your turn?
Yes, I have to end my turn.
Yes.
Because we moved, so I'm going to draw back up to my hand size, which is 4.
So that was going through Sanctify, Transfer. She's coming to end.
Yep. And then now we get to your turn, which I think will be probably our last turn that we show here,
Oh, sure.
because the first thing that happens, obviously, is you get this lovely omen, the hookup,
Yeah.
and then we already know what this card
Right.
is.
And one of the reasons I was thinking of going somewhere else is because I thought Gabrielle really wanted to beat up those man cubs. But I can take them.
You could probably take them.
All right.
So,
So my omen. So here's actually an interesting thing to say. Do you think you're in good shape to take on those man cubs?
Oh, I definitely could.
Okay. So I've taken a card from the clock, but I don't have to go.
no, you sure don't.
And because Gabrielle's in good position, I have more cards in my hand size, though. Because I'm over my hand size, I can recycle one of them. That's saving it for the future. This is a pretty good omen. This is a less good omen. I'm going to save this for the future, and I'm just going to say, you guys got it.
All right,
I'm going to hang
cool.
out here and help you. We
Ain't
got
nothing
plenty of
wrong with
time. Go for it.
All right, let's see what we got.
Well, it's going to be...
I draw an omen of doom.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going to be a little harder here, but I think you'll probably be surprised to know that there is a man cubs here.
All right, I suffer 1 body or rage damage, then flip my nexus to doom and investigate it. I'm gonna take a body damage and go ahead and discard this trauma kit.
But that was going to heal you later.
It's fine.
Okay, fine.
I'll tough it out.
Sounds great. So here's some man cubs. The mission power doesn't apply because it's a Nexus of Doom. So you just got to deal with it straight up.
All right, so they're coming charging at me. I'm just gonna shoot them.
Seems like a great idea.
The pearl handled revolver.
So I'm gonna go for a rage check
Yeah.
for a 15. So I get my 3 rage dice plus strike. I have the strike skill. These are, I'm just gonna punch them.
Yep.
So we get a bonus die for that. And my rage gift says, when I evaluate your using rage, no, I'm just going to discard it right now to add a die
Okay.
to boost rage.
I'm curious what cards you have in your hand.
Go.
Yeah, good. Okay,
All
good.
right, and then I'm also going to call on my friend Jan here.
Hey, Jan. She's a bruiser.
So anyone in my location, when they assemble, I can discard it to add 1 body die. So, boom.
Look at that.
All right.
I would suggest chasing these bears out of Candle Point.
So I can't assist with that. Looks like Z's and Frank can't assist right now.
She's on her own.
So you're
Yeah.
good. Now, I have some cards that could help.
You
but I
can't help
think
me
you're
at
in good
all,
shape.
Frank?
Well,
You're
you could-
using
That's true.
I'm
Oh,
using
you're using
rage.
rage, right?
Yeah.
I'm still
Okay,
using rage.
I will totally recycle this omen, and then you can add a rage die. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
So she's out of red dice. It becomes another white die.
Woo!
Fantastic.
All right, I just shoot him in the kneecap. And Jan socks up.
Look at that. Another 18.
Once again, I have this card that will let you reroll body or rage dice, and once again, you roll 18.
Not
So
needed.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Just roll high.
this minion goes away, and now we get to see this important next step, which is the sanctify step. As we know, a minion beating a minion says win may go to sanctify. That's you.
Yep.
And the sanctify here says this, to seal this nexus, you have to discard. Oh, sorry, somebody at this nexus must discard a mind gift. But guess what? I got this Mondrian cell that I can just get rid of to seal this nexus for you.
And that's because if you look at the seal step, it says anyone here.
Yes. So yeah, this is me
Thanks,
helping.
Z's.
So we seal this. That's super good. It goes away. We take a look at these cards, make sure nothing crazy is going on there, put them in the sacrifice pile, and now we all have to leave. And that seems like an excellent point for us all leaving.
Sure.
You can play the rest of the game out yourself. We showed you everything that you need to know how to play. And thank you guys for watching us play Apocrypha Adventure card game.